Hi, Section 1.1, an overview of statistics. What we do in Section 1.1 is lots of definitions. So pause the video at any time to make sure you either want to add to these definitions, highlight, make sense of them. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep moving on. Whenever you hear an example, pause the video so that I don't give you the answer right away and you're able to just digest the problem and attempt it on your own. So these objectives need to be written in question form under essential questions within your notes. So instead of a definition of statistics, we would write, what is statistics? And instead of how do we distinguish between a population and a sample? And it'll become your study guide. So data. Pause the video, read the definition. It's strictly nothing but numbers or measurements, and that's what we use to help make decisions. Statistics is the science of collecting that data and making conclusions afterwards. Population is everybody, and a sample is a part of that everybody. So let's practice. Let's see if we can figure out what the sample set of this problem is. Out of the 834 employees in the United States, pause the video, read it, and the 834 employees is only part of the United States. So every adult in the United States is the population. And the responses of just the employees is the sample. But we also have to realize that there are responses, not the people who were not in the survey would also help make up the population. I would add in on the Venn diagram within your, so put the diagram that you see on this screen in your notes, put in the numbers that 517 said yes, 317 said no. Parameter deals with a population. A statistic deals with a sample. So let's decide whether each number describes a population parameter or a sample statistic. In the United States, a survey of about 9,400 individuals aged 15 and over found that such individuals spent an average of 5 and 1900ths hour per day engaged in leisure and sports activities. So we're talking about in the United States, individuals aged 15 and over. Well, there's way more than 9,400 individuals aged 15 and over in the United States. So what we have right now is a sample. So because it's a sample, we've got a sample statistic. And yeah, it's a sample statistic. Next one. The freshman class at a university has an average SAT math score of 514. It's actually doable to get all that data. So we have a population here. It's a population parameter. In a random check of several hundred retail stores, the Food and Drug Administration found that 34% of the stores were not storing fish at proper temperature. Several hundred retail stores. There's way more than several hundred retail stores in the United States. So this is just a sample statistic. So descriptive statistics is whenever you get a table, a chart, and there's some sort of display and you just have the hard facts. Inferential is when you take those facts and try to draw conclusions to further some research. So for each study, let's identify the population, the sample. We're going to determine which part of this is descriptive, and then how can you go to inferential. So the pause to read it, and for the population is all U.S. adults, and the sample would be just the 1,502. The descriptive would be the 18% adults earning less than the 30,000 annually. Don't use the internet. And then inferential is taking that a step further. So I'd like to show that a possible inference drawn from the study is that the internet has been made inaccessible to lower income households. So let's look at the next example. Go ahead and pause it to read it. but the population would be all US participants or all the adults who have a 401k retirement plan within the United States. And then the sample is the strict 1,000 people who took the survey. The sample statistic or the descriptive statistics would be that 32% don't know how many years their retirement savings will last. So an inferential piece could say that the amount of money a person needs for retirement is difficult to determine. And that would be it. So we are done here. Thanks for watching.